Hi, Zita. My name is Mike Owen. That was just Kendell Lang speaking, chairman, founder of World Class Brand Management, and also the founder of the social media super PAC, of the video that we sent Ken and Mary. We're trying to create the social media backbone for the entire of the conservative movement across the country, particularly prepping in advance for the 2014 congressional midterm elections. You guys have to set the agenda a little bit here today because I've only put two elements in front of Kendell. The first is talking about the debit card issue and its relationship with the truckers and any and all questions that you have there. And as time permits, Kendell has put on an online demonstration of walking through an existing website and how to optimize that with respect to social media and to set up that to his content publication ability, which is unique in all of the industry insofar as we can publish content to all of the social media sites currently numbered in excess of 1,000, wherein we concentrate on the 350 or so that have more than 1 million members, and then the ability to micro-target within that universe to any specific demographic. The explanation of that is we can absolutely target every specific audience of interest to you with rather great precision, so much so that we can rather accurately predict the traffic that will come from that, and then talk to you about how to monetize all of that. So if you would, please, if you might lead with the trucking issue, the debit card, and what we can do to support all of that.
Okay, well, the trucker movement is essentially Zeta. The debit card is, we have a private branded debit card that's ready to go for millions of cards to be print. It just says EcoE on it. We help smart people plan ahead. And with that card, we've got no usage fees, 3 cents per gallon of gasoline, diesel, you name it, off with use of the card. No point of sale fees whatsoever for the user. Free to get the card, U.S. members only on it. We can get it shipped to people at no cost, all included. And when people load the card with loading ACH from their bank account, from their checking account, or however they want to load the card, they can use the card same as cash and get 5 to 20% off at participating merchants. Plus 2% of every single transaction goes to the charity of choice. Now, with Zeta here, if we've got a 501c set up, that charity can be selected by the truckers, where 2% of all the truckers using the card can go into that organization to help other truckers. So very powerful in that regard. The fact that there's no usage fees is unprecedented, especially with a Visa. They've outdone what MasterCard has ever done. With that, every single transaction of every use of every card pays out commissions to us. Okay. Now with that,
cool.
we can receive on a basic card up to $25 per month per card on every single transaction for a basic card. A company card or a fleet card, we can receive up to $100 a month. So let's say we had 1 million truckers with a basic card using it for just fuel purchases. They'd be able to definitely max out the $25 a month for the EcoE end of things into the bank, and that's $25 million a month if we got the card in 1 million truckers' hands.
That's
very powerful.
Mm. Not to mention the percentage that could feed a voluntary trucker fund or a foundation.
Now we've got this all built and ready to go, Zeta. Obviously, with Kendell's abilities and Mike helping head up the program here, I'll send you Mike's resume. He's
okay. Well, what do we do to set it up?
Well, this is why I went out and registered the patriotconvoy.com domain, is to be able to put up a generic website that I was hoping to link back to your Facebook page. It's just a matter of combining everything.
No, you get a link to my. You get a link to my ride. Okay, listen. You have to. I have to have traffic on my ride for. Oh, I can't even think.
my Ride for the Constitution. I mean,
right.
It's Ride for the Constitution.
I mean, he has.
Let's clarify.
Yeah, I need to, since I lost Facebook, I have to pound that site, because I have every night at 9 o'clock, I'm on talking to everybody. And I've got a command station now. It's in Maryland, and it's 20 miles from Washington, and it'll hold 400 trucks. So, I have a lot in the mix.
Your website is on.
They've put this on the screen here.
That's it right there. Okay. Right there it is. I've got to push that site like the devil.
Okay, you're in the right place. That's what Kendell does.
Yeah. Okay, then this is where we would want to put the card, a link to the card to be able to order the card, and explain the card, the known usage fees. Yes, and have it all run through this. So you've already got the page built and it's getting traffic like crazy?
Yeah.
Do you know what your traffic stats are?
Pete, he's connected to it too. I haven't been in the dashboard today.
Can we check the Alexa ranking on that?
But I need traffic now.
Okay.
The more traffic we get, I guess the more credit cards, right?
Well, they're debit cards, just cash cards.
Or debit. Okay.
You know, you pay $4.95 for a card, or $9.95 for a card out of Walmart, but we can get them to everybody's hands free, including shipping.
And I'm assuming that Kendell is analyzing the ride site right now.
Well, I went to it, Mike, and there's I wasn't able to identify where the background sound was coming from, and I couldn't shut it off, and it was so distracting that it was just overwhelming the audio.
I know, because he has it. Well, there's a pause button up there at the top on the left.
It's a live radio show.
Okay.
This is what Angel will be on with Zeta this evening, on this radio show.
Yeah. Yeah, and Pete Santilli's pretty big. I mean, online.
Yep. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I got it paused now. So, yeah, we're looking at the ridefortheconstitution.org. So maybe this is a good point for me to transition in, because I think I heard the message pretty clear, Zeta, that you need leads coming to your website. You need traffic in the form of visitors coming to your website. Is that the basic issue that you're facing?
Yeah, I need it bad now. I lost 85,000 people.
Because of Facebook?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's exactly what we do, is essentially what we are as world-class brand management. And I'm going to use the website of integraenvironmental.com as kind of the talking points, but the basic issues are going to be the same. Even though I haven't had the time to dissect Ride for the Constitution, I would imagine I will be able to look at this, once I get through kind of the high level here and talk about the details of, what's going on with your website, how we can help impact it to rank in the search engines, which is going to be the #1 way that your website is going to drive traffic, is through search engine ranking for specific keywords. Because if somebody is interested in, the Ride for the Constitution, the question is, what are they going to type into a search engine trying to find you? Are they going to type in truckers strike on Google? What are the exact words?
They'll probably type in trucker strike.
And so if you go to Google, and let's do that just as an example right now, if you type in trucker strike, the thing that comes up, obviously, is news first. So basically, there's 5.8 million pages of results of content.
Yeah, and it's all related to
Yeah, so all of these articles, right, are news articles talking about the trucker strike. And the interesting thing is, where do all of those links from those go to? So if you go out to the Blaze, the truckers to shut down America, it goes to the Facebook page, which, if I understand it correctly, has been taken down. Is that?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you link through,
they unpublished it.
Right. So I can't get to that page on my personal Facebook page. because that is no longer a valid link. Now, the rationale as to why they're doing it and what needs to be done to get it back live is a whole nother issue. But I think there's a whole movement of folks that can be tapped into from a social media communication standpoint around messaging, how to get the content that was on that page out and distributed so that other people pick it up and that it gets out to hundreds of thousands of Facebook pages in addition to other social media sites, so that it's not just limited to this one page and you're not losing the traffic from this. Because you got a ton of really valuable news and coverage from the search engine ranking on all this, but it's all going to a dead end right now, and you need to have an alternative way to communicate out what's going on. So part of the challenge here is developing a rapid response crisis messaging solution to address this issue and to alert the news agencies and the websites where you've gotten this coverage that your link has been taken down. That in and of itself creates a press release momentum that can actually exponentially increase your distribution through that confrontational press release if it's handled right. So, part of this is you should definitely take advantage of this issue, because you can leverage it to your benefit to actually both get the message out for where they can find this content, which is, ridefortheconstitution.org, but also expand your audience reach through, the fact that Facebook is suppressing your right to free speech. So that in and of itself is going to have a massive viral effect through all the bloggers and the Patriot Network and, the kind of places that I know you're already covered at. But again, I would definitely jump on this as quickly as possible, because time is of the essence, obviously. So that's just one component of what we talk about. But absent the crisis management solution that I just referenced really quickly, what we focus on is a long-term strategy that deals around really three things. One is search engine marketing, or SEM, search engine optimization, or SEO, and social media optimization, or SMO. And I'm going to reference the Integra Environmental site as kind of the test case, because we've gone through the analysis and done it. And again, I'll point out where some of these things apply to Ride for the Constitution.
Integra Environmental is one of our product suppliers down in Houston, Texas, that Mike's brought to the table.
So the question is, for every website operator, particularly Ride for the Constitution, is can interested constituents or prospects for your cause find your website? And the issue right now is that they're not, because they were being pointed to your Facebook site. That has been taken down. There's no redirect situation possible. So how do you get prospects to find your website? Well, if you look at, there's a number of different independent research studies that show that more than 85% of all new visitors originate from search engines like Yahoo, AOL, and obviously the 800-pound gorilla is Google. So if you're not showing up on Google for the keywords by which prospective constituents that you're trying to reach are using, like, trucker strike, then you're not going to be connected with those prospects. And that's obviously the holy grail, is to show up on that first page of Google results when somebody types in trucker strike. Now, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly and really get to this page, which is talks about strategic marketing, where the Forrester research report really outlines by percentage how people are finding websites. So out of all the possible things that you could do for email messaging, linking to other websites, doing word of mouth, magazine ads, all that kind of stuff, I mean, the number one way that people are getting connected, if they hear about this, they're going to go to Google and they're going to type in trucker strike. That's the number one way that people are going to try and get connected to what you're doing. And right now, you're not even showing up except through the news links. So our goal would be to position you with your website to rank in the top 10.
Okay, there you go. Okay. So what do we do right now? You don't have to sell me. What do we need to do right now?
Well, let's go right to your website, and I'll show you some of the issues that need to be fixed. So if you right-click on the gray background area, there's a pop-up that says View Page Source. And if you click on that, it'll actually bring up the code, which is the HTML software that describes for a browser how to display your website. So you can see here that there are pieces of code called meta tags. The meta tags are how your website gets ranked by Google based on the information that you put in there. Now you come all the way down to the close of the head. So everything above line 134, everything up here is what the search engines look at in terms of the description and so forth. Now your website is completely missing almost 30 different meta tags, like the keyword tag, the description tag, the title tag. Well, you do have the title tag here, but you're missing the keyword.
Yeah, because it needs to have truck strike in there. Yeah, you got to have those keywords in there. I understand all that.
Yep. So that would be the first place to start.
So how do we fix it?
Well, you have to get somebody access to your website that knows what meta tags are missing, and you have to focus first on the keywords. So if you have a Gmail account, typically, and I'm going to go into my personal, Google account. So this is showing Gmail. You have in your account, you have different products available. One of the products is AdWords. If you don't have an AdWords account, you can set one up for free. There's no cost for it.
I have AdWords.
Okay, so when you go into AdWords, there's a tool. Let me log in real quick here. There's a tool called Keyword Planner. And the Keyword Planner allows you, I'm going to do this live as we're talking here. So this is the exercise that, we typically do in advance, and we'll generate a report for you, but I'm going to do it on the fly here. So we take your website, which is ridefortheconstitution.org, and we plug it into this slot right there, and then we want it for all of the US as a country.
So will this take all the traffic away from Huffington Post and all them that's sucking up my traffic?
So here in this result, when you talk about trucker strike, you've got Huffington Post, Politics, The Examiner, Before It's News, Free Patriot, InfoWars. All of these are taking traffic, and The Blaze are taking traffic that if you were the #1 spot in the organic position here, replacing Huffington Post, because these are news sites, so these are essentially like ad kind of things, but this is the #1 organic.
Yeah, that's where I need to be,
result.
right there on #1.
Okay, so the #1 position, you'll get 41% of all the click-throughs that come to this search engine results page. And what this page shows you is how many people are searching for that keyword. So let me come in here, and it's loading. So it's analyzed. So this tool basically takes your website, and what it's saying is it analyzed your website, and it can't tell from how your website is constructed what keywords you're trying to rank for. So that's just a pretty good indicator that your website needs to be reconstructed in order for it to be even analyzed by Google to rank for keywords. Now, what I'll do is come back and modify the search, and instead of using the landing page, we'll actually use the keyword truckers strike. And you'll see why this is important in just a minute. So you can see that the actual keyword truckers strike had an average of 50 people searching for that keyword in the last 30 days. Now, there's a lot of related keywords, truck driving companies, trucking news is a big one that would be good for you. There's a variety of other keywords that we would sit here and go through this and basically identify the top 20 keywords that would be targeted for your audience. And based on that, you would know that if you were in the #1 position for taking out the Huffington Post, that you'd get 41% of however many people are searching for that keyword, which would automatically increase your website traffic. So this is the tool to help us select the keywords. Foundational to everything that you do on your website is the selection of those keywords, then how you construct and fix the technical issues on your website is the requirement to include those keywords, and you can't have all 20 keywords in one page. You obviously have multiple pages in here, and you want to have different pages for different keywords with specific content in it. So we would help construct that. And I'll give you an example of what we do for clients. So if we type in dental implants Rutherford, New Jersey, which is a client of ours in New Jersey area, you can see they come up #1. Now, there's not a whole lot of competition for dental implants Rutherford because it's a small city.
I know all about that. I just can't do it.
Well, that's what we do.
So what do we have to do?
Well, if you want us to do it, I mean, our program is very straightforward.
So let's make it happen.
Okay. So it's a reconstruction.
Let's do that. And what we need to do is okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. What we need to do is get in touch with Pete and get him online, and let's make it happen, and he'll help you make it happen, because I need to take they're sucking up all my traffic, and they're controlling the public view, and I don't want that. I want to control the public view right now.
Right. And so their messaging, how Huffington Post is spinning your message is obviously not the way you want that message presented. So there's a specific strategy around fixing the website, but also fixing your social media presence, all of which, and the reason I'm showing you this page is because not only does our client website show up, but we also show their Yelp account, we also show their YouTube account, we also present their Merchant Circle account, their Weebly account. So these are all ways that you can saturate your message in the top 10 and knock out. And the reason that the news sites are getting, for the truckers strike, whoops, sorry, typed it wrong. So the reason that they're getting all of this traffic right now. Okay, so
let's do this, and then when you do listen.
Yep.
Okay, listen to me right now. We need to do this as soon as possible. Set up the visa, and then underneath it, or wherever you want it highlighted, that it will help the truckers get fuel. You know what? It's a type of donation too if they buy it. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
Kendall, do you have time to do this?
Oh, we have a whole team that, we absolutely have the resources to get this done. So there's.
What's the price? That's the next question.
I need to do it ASAP, because it's very important these next 24 hours on my public view of what's going on.
So
because Obama and them, they fear what's going on now, and they're trying to shut it down.
Right. So we have a rapid response, what we call our Blitz team. The Blitz team can be put on this within 24 hours, and we can produce the press release. We can distribute it to the press release sites. We can make the changes to your website. It's basically, we need to do 50 pages on your website. It's $100 per page, where it includes the keyword analysis, the reconstruction of each of the pages, and then the re-indexing of it with all the major search engines, so that we're submitting it out to directory sites. Then we also send the press release in a article or blog format to all the blog sites, which gets picked up, so that your messaging dominates the search results.
So you need $5,000?
So it's $5,000 to do the reconstruction of the website. It's $4,000 to do the Blitzkrieg press release solution, and then it's $2,350 for the month in order to do the distribution on a monthly basis.
$2,350?
Yep. Okay. And that covers both social media and the SEO distribution.
And it has to be done. Well, I don't know, I think I have 22, or, I can legally spend this money for this, right?
Absolutely. This is a core operating expense of your 501c3. So it's absolutely an approved operating expense that is a must spend if you want to solve these issues.
Do you realize, Zita, with the promotion of the Visa card, the return on the usage fees that we get back on the card will pay for that and contribute.
Okay, now what do I get? What do I get off of that?
I have to get with Larry, our banker in Iowa, to get all that figured out. I have to get with our banker in Iowa to figure out exactly how we work it out.
Okay, so we can work that out, right?
Yes, we can work that out.
Okay, the main thing right now is to go ahead and I'll talk to Pete. Let's get the Blitz team in there. Let's get it done and hammer it down. Put the Visa deal on, and then we'll make our agreements or whatever. And let's get busy. And then I need to raise a hell of a lot of money now. And let's just move forward. You don't have to sell me. You don't have to keep continuing. And we got to get it done.
Okay. So I'll send you, basically we have a very simple form that you can author. I'm not sure if you have a credit card you can use to pay for this, or you can wire transfer, but we can send that out, and within the hour we can get started.
Yeah, I can. I can transfer that money into my onto my my other account and then pay it out on a Visa.
Okay, excellent. What's your email
Let's
address that
see.
I
I
should
need to
send
go
this
to my
to?
account. Let me go to my account right now.
I had given you
Pardon?
Kendall, excuse me, Kendall, I'd given you a CC in the email that I sent to Zeta and Angel.
Okay.
You should have got that.
Yeah, if you do that while I go into my account.
And Ken, you know this thing is just going to absolutely explode, this debit card. You can
Yeah,
spend a lot
well,
of
that's what we need to do, because that's, you know, the exponential amounts of money back into the millions of dollars coming back in for Zeta's cause and EcoE
Okay,
and
now
being able to do
PayPal,
everything.
you're gonna. Hey, listen on the money.
Yep.
I won't be able to pay you until 2 days because PayPal. You know, when you transfer, I turned it today. It takes 2 days.
That's fine as long as we get the
So
confirmation that
I'll
it's
tell
in
you how much I can
process.
pay you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's they can get the confirmation immediately,
Yeah.
Zeta. It's just they know it's coming from PayPal.
How do I do the? Huh?
You plan to use your PayPal card or PayPal account?
I know it goes into my account. I have an account that it goes into.
Sure.
I
So
already
Zeta,
transferred the money into my account, so that takes 2 days to hit my.
Oh, it takes 2 days to get into your account.
Let's see.
And what you should probably do is just
Right.
a bank wire transfer would be probably the quickest way to go on this.
Well, the money has to get in there first.
Mm-hmm.
The money has to get in there first. I should have known that. I could have paid you straight out of PayPal, right?
well, you
You
can
could have.
still do that right now. If the money is in PayPal, or if you have your bank account connected to PayPal, I can send you a money request and you can approve it, and then it'll take 2 days for them to process that to get us the money from your PayPal account. So if you
Okay,
want to,
we can do that then.
okay. So what's the email address for
Yeah,
your
we can.
PayPal account?
I'm just pulling that up now.
Uh, my email address. Oh, I see.
Uh,
You're going to get a confirmation.
Yes.
What is my email?
I
Oh,
got it. I got it right here. I'm gonna paste it in chat.
for my PayPal.
No, this is for your regular email. I don't know what your PayPal is.
Yeah, we need a,
tzeta at
Uh,
yahoo.com. And Zeta's actual name is Barbara Andrews.
yeah, Barbara Zeta Andrews, but I don't go by Barbara.
and it's Zeeda.
Yep, 2 E's.
Okay, so Zeta, what is the email address that you use for your PayPal account? Is it the same tzeta at yahoo.com?
No, I could have set it up different. Let me see.
Okay.
Important alert account access user. What the hell is that?
Whatever the
It's
email account is that you log into PayPal with.
okay. I need to go see. Yeah, that's it. TZEDAH. The same as my Yahoo.
So say it again.
I put it in text chat.
It's whatever he put.
TZEDAH at yahoo.com. I put it in chat. I also gave you Zeta's phone number.
Okay.
Or in the question area.
There we go. Yeah, I was looking in chat and it's not theirs, but yeah,
Sorry,
okay, I
I
see
was
it
hitting
there.
the wrong box.
No problem. Okay, great. So what I'll do, Zeta, is send an electronic invoice that will go to your PayPal account, and once you approve it, that'll give us a confirmation, even though it'll take a couple days for the money to clear. We'll go ahead and get started as soon as
Okay,
you
I'm
get
trying
that.
to find the money. Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
I transferred $2,200 and some change out of it earlier today, but it's not in PayPal and it's not in my account.
Well, wherever you transferred it to is,
let's see.
They probably have it in hold while it's pending confirmation into whatever target account you transferred it to.
Oh, I got you, because I was going to say down. Okay. That's why they still hold on to your money, really.
Yeah, exactly. They get the float.
That's all they're doing.
Yep.
But I mean, I still got donations rolling in, but damn.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and send that request out here shortly, and as soon as you get that done, then I'll follow up with an email that will outline what we need from you in terms of access to the website. So if you can give us administrative access for the username and password for root access to the website, then we'll create a development website and overnight basically rebuild the website with the keywords.
So how much is it going to cost total? $2,400?
No, it'll be 11,350.
Oh, 11,000.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. That 11,000 could go to the truckers.
Well, this is where we're trying
the
to make
idea
it
here
exponential.
Yeah, obviously what you're going to gain by having this problem solved is going to exponentially increase your ability to influence them, because you're going to have all that messaging coming your way. You'll be in control of the messaging. You'll identify more truckers going to your site than going to Huffington Post.
Yeah, but I only have I only have $2,200 right now. How am I going to pay that? The rest of that?
That's not going to get paid.
We got 3 weeks for this ride.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Need to identify, a wealthy donor that believes in the cause and understands, what's going on, and maybe they can give you a loan in a short time frame.
No, I'm not going to do all that. I'll figure out something else.
Okay, no problem.
I'll help him. Yeah, I know. I wished I could.
Well, Ken, you understand, Zita? Kendall's got staff that he has to pay to put on this.
I know that. You got to pay people.
Well, that 11,000 is going to translate into 50,000 truckers or whatever that number is, plus donations. You're going to recover that money with blazing speed.
Yeah, well, along with the EcoE Visa
yeah,
cards.
but I can't pay them. Yeah, but what I'm telling you, I only have 2,200.
Yeah, and what we can do is what we're going to try to do, Zita, is work towards getting this done as quickly as possible. And with loading the Visa card on there, it could be millions per day coming back in from this, just with the EcoE card alone.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So you can wait for your money, and that's what I'm saying.
Well, no, they're going to have to get paid to get initiated. That's the way the world works. But
well, then I don't have the money.
What we've got to do is work on getting the money together. So let's you, Angel, and I go to work on that and see what we can come up with. And if you could put this down in an email to all 3 of us, Kendall, it'd be great.
Absolutely.
And we'll see what we can do on our end to get this thing happening.
Okay.
The beautiful thing